So, hey Dungeoneers, welcome. And thank you for joining me on this painting vid. Slap chop method, good to go. We've got a bit of blending going on, and we've got a couple of mess ups, but I like to keep it in because at a tabletop standard, this is what happens. I'm not the feral painter. People like that are insanely good, and I take inspiration from videos like theirs. I mean, you can easily look them up on YouTube. People like those are serious level, and there's lots of high level, but see what's up at my level, which is typical tabletop standard and is so easy to achieve. Just showing probably the main style of painting. If you're a bit worried about doing some painting, or you're seeing people paint awesome, then you're just surrounded by really talented people or people who paint a lot. I think the one thing that makes you better is experience and doing. It's the same with everything that we do. But of course, you must be like me, researching, just trying to see, is it that easy? How easy is it? What does messing up look like on expensive or even cheap models? Just time. But since I found speed paints and can block colours so quickly, and the drying times are really quick, and you can manipulate all the colours together, it spurred me on. Now, this slap chop style of mine that I was just trying on these few miniatures, it's tabletop standard, and I muck up a couple of times. So if you're interested in seeing real tabletop painting, keep watching, and hopefully I provide some sort of entertainment as well, and just a vibe to follow along with. Other than that, I just want to thank everybody, all the subscribers, all the viewers, all the comments. Thank you. It's really cool. It's just over 70 now. I'm so close to 100 subscribers, which is unreal. It's just really cool. It's really cool. So thank you. But what I am going to do is do a giveaway for 100 subscribers. 100 subscriber giveaway. It's a mouthful for me. I don't know why. But this is what I'm giving away as the prizes. And this, if you do know what you're looking at, you know what you're looking at. If you don't know what you're looking at, these wolf bristle brushes are just a really, really cool, high quality brush for miniature painters. And hopefully, as you can see, as I video edit, show you some of the brushes and what you actually get with this and how cool it is. I did get these from a Kickstarter. There's another one as well, but I want to give that away maybe at 500. Who knows? That's crazy talk, but we'll see whatever comes. But this is what is up for the 100 subscriber giveaway. You should have seen all the photos by now and editing. You should have done. I am getting better, I think. But that is there for the 100 subscriber mark, which is pretty cool and I'm pretty excited about. So please, thank you for your time as always. Keep watching and enjoy. See you in a bit. Bye. Here we go. Time to get the dry brushing done. Couldn't find the white paint I normally use, so I used the Model Air. I like to dampen the end of my dry brush, and then using the Model Air, I realised I'd put too much water on the end of my dry brush, and this is what happened. First mistake. Not to worry, it normally helps, but not this much water. So I just dried it off on a paper towel and went again. But this time I found the AK white. It's what I use for all my dry brushing. Amazing white paint. And I just go straight over the top of this model. It's only had a couple of minutes of drying time, just whilst I dried the end of the brush. and it started working perfect. So there you go. If you think you've knackered up, or you don't know if you've got too much water on the end of your brush, try it. You'll soon find out, and it only takes a moment to get back on track. Having about 4 models to dry brush to gives each model a few minutes of drying time, and hopefully you only need 1 coat. But if you think you want a bit more on there, sure, go ahead. It's slap chop. Get it on, hit the big hard. I was really looking forward to painting this model in particular, the grotesque. That's what I'm going to call it anyway when the characters come up against it in a D&D campaign. Look how easy it is just to do this slap chop method. Dry brushing at the beginning, just try it. Honestly, it's very easy, and within a model you learn so much just from doing the first model, second, third, fourth, fifth, so on. Now to the business end, size 3. It's the brush I use, it's a brush I'm trying to get better with. But I find it easy with these speed paints. Such a fan, and they are really easy to use and speed up how you paint, and they're quite quick at drying. Massive fan of the Satchel Brown, and it's worth just getting a few of these block paints on. Like I say, I'm not the best painter in the world, but every time I paint, I'm hoping to improve my brush control. This was a bad move. I should have just stayed to the recesses. I was trying something new, but it all went super dark. So I thought, right, well, I don't want to lighten it up, so I'll go over in the recesses this time, just with the green, and see what I can do. It's experimentation. From start to finish, it was under 2 hours to do 4 models, and mess up a couple of times on each model. So I'm happy. I'm happy with that. It's given me time using the speed paints to just have a go at other things and blending. Taking my time, just trying to put dark on where I think the dark would be. Ta-da! 1 down. Ah, the mage, the druid. This is another thing with slap chop, and what makes it really easy to do, especially with the speed paints. 4 different colours, and the brush, I'm barely having to clean the brush in between changing the paints, which gives you more time to play around and mess about. I was happy with this model at this point for a change, and these highlights, that I had the time, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to spend 5 minutes on highlights and learn, once again, brush control. I was happy with this effort. This is probably as good as I can do. Maybe I need to do them a bit thinner, but I'll work on it. It seemed to do okay, and like I said, I was happy with the model. Using the old Balthazar gold for the bells seemed appropriate. But I soon went back to the speed paints, as you can see here. Did a couple of leaves. Now there is a lot of detail on this model from Dungeons and Lasers, but it's not what I want. I want something that's not going to take me long and looks good, tabletop ready for my D&D campaigns or any other type of TTRPG. Finishing up with the red here. is really easy to use. So I'll put a few more things on. Now, this is where it all went wrong for me. The Zealot Yellow. I covered the whole model and it... well, you see at the end. The grotesque one. This started so well. After the dry brushing, I was getting AK white on as it's like a block highlight. As you can see here, I'm just hitting the largest parts, trying to avoid anything that was black that the dry brush hadn't picked up. And I thought I was doing really well, and I was really happy with the way this model was turning out for my painting ability and the ease at just following a system. But this is where it went wrong. I messed up big time. I should have stuck to the recesses and this would have been ready for the next stage, but I didn't. I covered it all, slap chop, dry brush, get the speed paint on. It came out too purple like this, and then I tried remedying it with the greatest white in the world. Absolutely, yeah, knackered it up. Looked like toothpaste everywhere. So I got the purple contrast on. Which ended up not bad. Not a bad platform to work from. Which then led me to find this nice purple that I'm using here. And I'm back to that stage I was with the block highlighting with the white. I'm just using purple on purple. Stuck to the method and started becoming a bit optimistic again. Kept going, not worrying about it, hitting the larger areas and trying to avoid any black areas. And I needed the red to pop. I needed the swollen areas to look grotesque. Red and pinky. So yep, a little bit of dry brushing, like so. And then it was so easy to apply the red. Just getting it in everywhere. Probably could have used a bigger brush to get this done, to be honest. This still, to this point, hasn't taken long. There's not a lot of my video that I actually edit. Yes, it is sped up. It really hasn't taken long to do this. Using the slap chop method. And then this is where I decided to try a bit of blending, because I've got the time, I've got 5-10 minutes. It's enjoyable at this moment. This is using an airbrush pink as well, so it's quite liquidy. It's quite wet, but a good strong pigment. Adding water to get the blends I was after. This time I stuck to the recesses with a dark pink, trying to help get those blends in with the wash and the way the wash does it. Just stick to the recesses a couple of times over. I mean, from here you can make it even more so, but I was super psyched at how this had come out for me. With really very little effort, considering I had completely messed this up. But happy. I hope that you guys are enjoying these videos and that the effort is there for you guys. I'm trying to show, like, in an honest way of how I paint. I'm hoping to get better, always trying to get better, but I just want to make it real for people out there. Hopefully you're watching this and wow, look at that, that's not actually neat. I can do that and try it and get it done, and because it is super easy. And if for some reason you were a very new beginner and think, oh, how's he doing that? Just pick the paintbrush up and follow these steps, and it is very easy to do a pretty cool tabletop standard miniature. And the more you do, the better you get, I imagine, like everything else. But thank you for coming along. Hopefully you've been entertained. It's been a massive pleasure as always. And here, the end product. The fruits of my labour. These minis, taken no time at all, messed them up a couple of times, super easy to remedy, out on the tabletop, in an encounter. Hopefully this helps you guys, or been entertaining. But either way, I'll catch you all later. Free your creativity. Peace.